Hey everyone, it's Ryan Henry with INSPIREsmall.biz and welcome to the second episode of the Bright Ideas Show. We stream live from Refinery 46 in Indianapolis, Indiana every Monday and bring you stories of entrepreneurs who built their own business and share recent content added to INSPIREsmall.biz. Let's get today's show started. Hey everyone, welcome to the Bright Ideas Show. I'm your host, Ryan Henry, and today's show is episode number 2. And as I said in our introduction, we're at Refinery 46 in Indianapolis, Indiana. Make sure to join us tomorrow, Tuesday, July 18th at 10 o'clock a.m. for our next workshop, Freedom from Fear of Public Speaking. This workshop is just $25 for non-members and included in your membership for INSPIREsmall.biz members. And we're going to share tips on how you can give an engaging presentation to any size audience. We have a great guest scheduled here that we're going to interview and introduce you to today. But before we get to her presentation, I would like to show you a recent clip added to the INSPIREsmall.biz library. Randy Wheeler with Wheeler Coaching Systems shares with us something he calls calendar calibration.
Now, right here, if you want to, you're welcome to access it right now. I call it a calendar calibrator. And so if we look at our calendar, I have this weird thing about me. I don't know if it's because I spent so many years in a weight room and like on a 7-minute timer. So like my brain's like wired to think in like 7-minute intervals or something. Like it's just natural and weird for me. But this calendar calibrator it's basically going to take your day and look at your day, and it's going to give you a tool to break it down. And this is set up in 10-minute increments. I have one that's set up in 15-minute increments as well. And look at your day and just track your day. Maybe it's for just a day. Maybe it's for a week. Maybe it's for a longer period of time. And then step back and look. Okay, what am I doing? What do I need to keep doing? What do I need to stop doing? And what habits do I see forming? Like if you track for a week, oh, is this habit serving me? Oh, at about, 12:15 every day, I just start scrolling on Facebook for 30 minutes. Well, is that helping you get towards your goal? Probably not. Unless you're intentionally building some relationships, but when people are scrolling, they're probably not moving towards their goal. So that's the tool that you can dive into and utilize. So in my calendar, even today, I had a window where nothing was like in there, and then I go back into my calendar, my Google Calendar, and I put in there, okay, this is what I did, and I couldn't remember what else, which is not a good thing because that's a sign I was not using my time productively. So I put little question marks. I knew I did some emailing, and then I put question marks. So then when I come back to my calendar at the end of the year and I reflect on how did my year go, I'll see where I have gaps. Another way you can use your calendar and look at your habits, your nano prioritizing, is you can say, okay, what's red, what's yellow, what's green? What do I need to stop doing? What do I need to evaluate whether I should do or not? And what do I need to keep doing? I've come to the end of my year around between like Christmas and New Year's, and I look at all the things I've done, and then I think, okay, what's the return I've gotten on the time I've spent in that group, for example? On some groups I've moved to spending less time with because I haven't gotten a lot of return from a business standpoint or any other way. And sometimes I move away from a group because just other opportunities that are giving me greater return, both professionally and personally, are raising up, and I need to invest my time there. So this is a tool that you can use to kind of evaluate how you're doing.
All right, everyone, I'd like to introduce today's guest to our show. Our guest is a natural wellness guide, an Air Force veteran, and now business owner, Joy Dossi. Joy, how are you doing today?
I am doing well. Thank you so much, Ryan, for having me here today.
Well, Joy, thank you for being on today's show. Let's talk about your career before you decided to start your business.
My career before I started my own business. I was in the military for 10 years, did a couple different jobs in the military, and then I got out, and then I was actually in the insurance industry for a little while, did some life and health insurance, and that kind of led me to starting my own business eventually, kind of spawned from the health insurance side of it.
And so, Joy, what was the last straw or deciding thing that made you get your business going?
The last straw, or the thing that broke the camel's back, as people like to say, right, was for me just the VA, and they're wanting to always prescribe you a prescription medication for everything versus finding natural solutions for something. So for me, that was kind of it right there. I didn't want to take prescription medication, so that's why I went with the route that I went.
Nice. And so, Joy, what is it that you provide your clients?
So I do some natural wellness guiding or coaching, as you might say, for people, so they can come to me with their health and wellness concerns, and we can look for some natural solutions for them.
And so, Joy, who makes a great client for you?
A great client for me is usually the decision maker in the household. So that would be the person that is like, hey, so-and-so has this going on, or I have this, or, you know, I'm concerned about a family member. That's usually who I end up talking to.
And so, Joy, do you have a recent success story that you wouldn't mind sharing?
Sure, I would love to be able to do that. I actually have a client who we're still working on some things, but we've actually had some really great success in lowering her pain and inflammation. So that was some tips with some nutrition, and then also a couple of the products that I offer have worked out really well for her. So she said she hasn't had to take her prescription medication because what we have done for her has allowed her to eliminate that.
Nice. And so, Joy, let's talk about some of the products that you have available that you're able to help with your clients. Do you have some favorites that you'd like to share about?
Sure, Ryan. My absolute favorite, hands down, is my CBD that I take every day. Because for me, it took my pain level from about a 7 to most days I don't even notice it anymore. So for me, it's CBD, totally hands down. And then, of course, my nutrition supplements, because we obviously do not get all the nutrition that we need from our food because it's just not in there. So I like to make sure that I take those every day too.
Nice. And so, Joy, what do you love the most about what you do?
I love getting those text messages, those emails, and those phone calls when people go, oh my gosh, I don't have to use my cane anymore, or oh my gosh, I'm not taking my medication for my anxiety anymore, my stress is down, I can sleep at night. Like, that's why I do what I do, is I love being able to help people just have that freedom back in their life and feel like they have more of a life.
Nice. And so, Joy, what are some of the things that our viewers should be listening for when it's time to make an introduction to you?
Ooh, that's a good question, Ryan. So things for me that are usually keywords would be so-and-so has, I know they're not sleeping well at night. Somebody's really, really stressed out. I hear talk about anxiety and stress a lot nowadays. And then, of course, the aches and pains. If somebody has aches and pains in any way, shape, or form, that is something we can definitely help with.
Awesome. And Joy, how can our viewers get a hold of you if anything that you've talked about during your interview catches their attention, or they just want to learn more about how you can help them?
I have a SnipFeed page. It is snipfeed.co/joyfullyliving, and that is joy with an I, not a Y. And then I'm on Facebook and on Instagram, and it's just my name, Joy Dossi. And then my email is joyldossi@gmail.com.
Awesome. Well, Joy, thank you so much for taking the time to come on today's episode of the Bright Ideas Show. And to everyone watching, if you need Joy's help, please get a hold of her. She is a fantastic person to know and is waiting here to be able to help you. Next, I'd like to share with you a recent video from our library that was added. Jill Boyington with Adam Grubb Media shares some tips on how to get started with videos to promote your business.
So I want to leave you with a couple of tips if you're gonna do anything today. I say take action. Go home and just do it. Just post a video. If you have a social media account, just go home and try it out. You care so much more than anybody else cares about what you look like or what you sound like. No one is paying attention to those things. Like I said, half of the people aren't even watching it yet because they're scrolling right past it. Just go home and practice. Just try it out. This one's really important. Clarity is more important than creativity. Now, I work for a very creative media company. Our tagline is create and be great. We talk about not making boring videos. Say goodbye to boring. But if you are not clear in your message, then the creativity won't matter because your audience is confused and they're not listening anymore. So focus first on what is my message? How can I be clear? Probably say less. Whatever you're gonna say less. And then focus on creativity. How can I take my clear message and make it creative? Not the other way around.
All right, everyone. So be sure to catch us tomorrow morning, July 18th, 10 o'clock a.m. until noon for our next workshop, Freedom from Fear of Public Speaking. That will be here live in person at Refinery 46, 2201 East 46th Street in Indianapolis. On Wednesday this week, July 19th, 10 o'clock a.m., we have our next Business First Networking. That's at the Old National Bank in Greenwood at 900 South State Road 35. And our discussion question for that meeting is going to be, what technology devices do you use for your business? Coming up on Thursday, July 20th, we have our next Marketing Inspiration Group, also here at Refinery 46, and our speaker this week is going to be Addison Newell, and he is going to talk about how to recapture your joy at work. That is 4 o'clock p.m. till 5 o'clock p.m., and then make sure to stick around after from 5 p.m. until 6:30 for our monthly open house. This event is a great opportunity to get to know members of INSPIREsmall.biz and Refinery 46 in a casual, end-of-the-day networking environment. Also, starting in August, we are reviving an event that was very popular here in the Indianapolis area called Sparks. So back in May of this year, INSPIREsmall.biz purchased Sparks and are reviving it starting August 4th. And before I share with you the details about those events, I'd like to share a video with you about what Sparks is all about.
This is my first time attending.
This is my third Sparks event.
I've been attending Sparks since the beginning.
Tom Ford, this is my first time. I'm a rookie.
My name's Kevin Emmons. I've been a Sparks member for about a year.
I've been coming for 3 months now. This is my third one.
Why I already love Sparks?
Why I love Sparks, because it's a great way to meet people.
I love that you never know what you're going to get, and you always walk away with a new perspective.
I mean, listen to it. It's a rambunctious crowd. It's a lot of fun.
It's also a great way to learn about others. You can hear the buzz out here in the crowd. Great way to see some fantastic TED speakers.
When you're done watching a TED Talk, you kind of want to tell everybody about it. Well, at Sparks, you can't.
It's a great event to hear from a variety of speakers who have a wealth of knowledge.
They asked me the question, why do I love Sparks? I love Sparks because Sparks is what it says it is. It's inspiring, it's uplifting, it's energetic, it's entertaining. It's all that plus a whole lot more.
And why I love Sparks is because it's a message.
It's a great event.
I love it, and you guys got to check it out.
The energy's exciting, and it makes you think.
Don't delay. Click the registration button and grab your ticket for the next Sparks event near you.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, the very first Sparks lunch is coming up on Friday, August 4th. That will be at the Giacomo Pizza, 9165 Otis Avenue in Indianapolis. This event is free to attend. You just purchase your own lunch. And during this event, we'll give you a preview of the speakers that are coming up at the first Sparks After Hours event, which will be on Wednesday, August 9th at the Northside Events and Social Club in Indianapolis. Doors open at 5 o'clock p.m. with a cash bar, and at 6 o'clock p.m. we have a taco bar for everyone to enjoy with our theme of the month, comebacks. We decided that comebacks was an appropriate theme as Sparks has taken a 3-year hiatus due to COVID and other circumstances, and so we wanted to find a powerful theme to be able to bring it back. Tickets for that event are $25 if you're not a member. INSPIREsmall.biz Side Hustle members, tickets are 50% off, and Business Builder members and Local Connector members, your ticket is included for that. And also courtesy of Chris Reed at Creed Improvements, the first 20 people to arrive will receive a complimentary cocktail. So everyone, make sure you tune in to the Bright Ideas show next week. Our guest is going to be Rebecca Boorman, high-producing sales professional turned entrepreneur and owner of Rebecca Boorman Consulting. If you liked this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe so that you can stay up to date on the latest content from INSPIREsmall.biz. And if you are in the process of building your own business, then check out the plans available on INSPIREsmall.biz, where you'll get access to events and content to help you build your own successful business. I'm Ryan Henry, idea guy and co-founder of INSPIREsmall.biz. Thanks for watching.